John Cena may be a fierce competitor in the WWE ring, but in real life, he's known for having a kind and generous heart. In today's video, let's talk about 5 incredible moments where John Cena showed his compassion. From supporting cancer patients to making heartfelt gestures for his young fans, meaningful gifts. So let's dive into these touching stories that truly reflect the generous side of John Cena. Number 5. Even the pandemic couldn't stop John Cena from meeting a young fan. In May 2020, while the world was paralyzed by the COVID-19 pandemic and people were avoiding social contact, John Cena went above and beyond to fulfill a young fan's dream. He made a personal visit to meet 7-year-old David, a brave child battling cancer. But it wasn't just any cancer. David was in stage 4, the most critical stage, meaning his life was nearing the end. David was a huge John Cena fan, and when Cena learned about this, he didn't hesitate. He showed up in person, carrying multiple gifts and a heart full of kindness. He handed the presents to David and embraced him warmly, creating a moment that touched everyone who heard about it. Despite the risks of COVID-19, Cena prioritized bringing happiness to a child in need. This act showed that John Cena's greatness isn't limited to the ring. His compassion and humanity are just as powerful. In that single moment, he became more than a WWE superstar. He became a real-life superhero for David, making the final chapter of his life filled with joy, love, and a feeling of being truly special. Number 4, 2018, during a live episode of WWE Monday Night Raw, John Cena faced off against The Miz. After defeating him, instead of heading backstage like most wrestlers, crowd. There, he met a special 16-year-old fan named Iad, who was physically challenged. Dressed in John Cena-themed clothes, Iad's excitement made it clear he took off his wristbands and gifted them to Iad. After the show ended, Cena invited him backstage for a more personal meeting, where they spent time chatting and sharing smiles. It wasn't just a celebrity meet and greet. It was a heartfelt exchange that meant the world to Iad. Through this touching gesture, Cena proved once again that he connected with fans not just through wrestling, a moment neither Iad nor the fans watching would ever forget. Number 3. John Cena surprises a young fan with a birthday gift. On May 24th, 2019, John Cena met with a young fan named Diego, who was just 12 years old. Diego was suffering from a developmental disorder that affected his mental growth. Despite his challenges, he was a passionate fan of John Cena. Knowing Diego's birthday was near, Cena decided to meet him in person before the actual date. He brought birthday gifts, spent time with Diego, talked to him, and made him feel special. Cena couldn't be there on the day of the birthday, so he celebrated it early with love, care, and thoughtfulness. The moment was more than just a fan meeting his idol. It was a heartwarming connection that showed Cena's deep empathy. Diego's face lit up with joy, and his family was moved by Cena's kindness. This simple yet profound act reminded fans around the world why John Cena is admired not just as a WWE icon, but as a true role model with a generous heart. It wasn't about fame or cameras. It was about making a little boy feel loved and celebrated, despite the hardships he faced. Number 2. A young fan cries watching John Cena get attacked. On March 19, 2018, during an intense episode of WWE Monday Night Raw, John Cena was ambushed in the ring by none other than Kane, the Big Red Machine. Kane lifted Cena and delivered a devastating chokeslam that left the WWE Universe in shock. But the most unforgettable reaction came from a young fan in the audience. As he watched his hero being attacked, the boy broke down in tears. Seeing John Cena hurt was too much for his heart to handle. He couldn't bear the sight of his idol lying in pain on the mat. The moment was powerful and emotional. It wasn't staged, it was real. The boy's tears reminded everyone of the deep emotional bond fans have with Cena. Later, Cena acknowledged the incident, showing appreciation for the love and connection he shares with his youngest supporters. This incident highlighted how John Cena is more than just a wrestler. He's a source of strength, inspiration, and love to countless fans. That young boy's tearful reaction touched millions and became a symbol of just how much John Cena means to his audience. Number 1, one of John Cena's most heartwarming moments on WWE Monday Night Raw, September 14th, 2015. On the September 14th, 2015, episode of WWE Monday Night Raw. Fans witnessed not only a thrilling tag team match, but also one of the most touching and memorable moments in John Cena's WWE career. The main event featured John Cena teaming up with the legendary Sting to take on the powerful duo of Big Show and then WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. In a match that thrilled a live crowd and viewers at home, Sting and Cena emerged victorious after an intense showdown. However, what truly made this episode special happened after the match ended. As the crowd was still buzzing from the victory, John Cena remained in the ring and turned his attention to a very special member of the audience, a young fan named Kyra, who was battling cancer, with her father holding her in his arms. Kyra had come to the arena as part of a dream experience, and John Cena was about to make it unforgettable. Cena called attention to Kyra, expressing heartfelt admiration for her strength and courage. He spoke kindly to her from inside the ring, showing the genuine emotion and compassion that has made him a fan favorite for decades. The crowd fell silent as Cena poured love and encouragement toward the little girl, showing how much he values his youngest fans, especially those going through tough battles like hers. Then, in a moment that brought many fans to tears, John Cena stepped out of the ring, crossed a barricade, and walked over to Kyra and her father. He hugged Kyra tightly, holding her in his arms with deep affection. Cena began taking off his wristbands, hat, and other personal gear and handed them to her as special gifts. It wasn't about the merchandise. It was about making her feel seen, supported, and loved in a world where she was already fighting a hard battle. Even Sting, Cena's tag team partner for the night, joined him in acknowledging Kyra, making the moment even more special. The sight of two wrestling legends giving their full attention and love to one young fan reminded everyone that wrestling isn't just about championships or rivalries. It's about the people who watch, cheer, and believe in their heroes. This incredible gesture became one of the most heartwarming highlights of John Cena's WWE journey. It was a powerful example of why Cena is here. Cena has made a priority to connect with his fans, especially children facing serious illnesses.
If you love your father, then subscribe the channel, and those who love me show your love by liking and subscribing.